Some people gamble for money and others gamble because it's the only thing that makes them feel alive. The Card Counter is not your typical gambling movie. It's very haunting, very deeply psychological. It's directed by Paul Schrader, the man behind Taxi Driver, and this film is less about cards and more about guilt, because every hand William Tell plays is really an attempt to outrun the past. So today on Picks on Popcorn, we're breaking down Card Counter. The film opens with William Tell, a professional gambler drifting from casino to casino across America. He lives with strict routines, cheap motels, simple meals, minimal possessions. In every room that he enters, he covers in white sheets, like the furniture or the lamps and walls. It's very kind of unsettling at first until you realize what he's doing, like he's trying to erase the world out around him. Oscar Isaac plays Tell with almost no emotion, but beneath the calm surface, there is something broken hidden behind that past, and clearly the past never stays buried, and we slowly learn who William Tell really is. His real name isn't really even William Tell. Years earlier, he served in the military in a prison during the Iraq War, and there he became involved in horrific acts of torture. The flashbacks are disturbing, filmed with warped lenses and nightmare-like imagery. It's not glorified and not exciting, it's just ugly like war is. And Tell went to prison for his crimes, but the man above him, the people who encouraged the abuse, walked away untouched. Now he spends his life trying to live quietly, hoping that discipline can somehow erase the guilt. Tell's gambling style mirrors his personality. He's very controlled, calculated, and also emotionless. He doesn't chase huge wins, he avoids attention, and the casinos become symbolic. Endless rooms filled with people desperately trying to beat systems designed to keep them trapped. Then Tell meets Lalinda, a charismatic gambler manager who sees potential in him, and for the first time someone believes that he could build a real future. But Tell still struggles to connect with people because he believes that he doesn't deserve peace. Everything changes when Tell meets Kirk, a young man carrying anger of his own. His father served beside Tell at the same prison and later took his own life after returning home traumatized. Now he wants revenge, and he blames a military contractor named Major Gordo, the man who trained soldiers to commit torture while escaping responsibility himself. And Tell sees himself in this young man consumed by rage, and for the first time Tell wants to save someone from becoming what he became. And so then you get like a little redemption revenge type story here, where Tell tries to steal Kirk away from violence, and he offers him money, a future, a way out, but trauma is difficult to escape, and eventually tragedy strikes because Kirk takes matters into his own hands and pays the ultimate price, and this becomes a turning point of the film. Tell realizes that he can no longer hide from his past, no more routines, no more casinos, no more pretending, and then we get a final confrontation. The ending is very cold and devastating. Tell tracks down Major Gordo, and in one final act, he confronts the man who helped shape his life's destruction. The violence itself is mostly unseen here. Instead, Schrader focuses on the aftermath and the implication of what happened, because this isn't meant to feel triumphant, it's meant to feel tragic, and Tell ultimately returns to prison. But for the first time, there is a sense that he's accepted responsibility for what he is and not escaped it. The Card Counter is all about guilt, about men trying to bury trauma beneath routine and discipline. Paul Schrader does a great job at this with his direction. He's always been fascinated by lonely, self-destructive men searching for redemption, from Taxi Driver to First Reformed. William Tell fits this character perfectly into that lineage. He's not trying to win money or even trying to survive himself, and the film asks a difficult question. Can someone truly move on from unforgivable things, or do some scars last forever? The Card Counter isn't flashy, it's slow, quiet, and uncomfortable, but that is exactly why it works. Oscar Isaac delivers one of the best performances of his career, and I feel like it's a forgotten performance. This is an excellent, excellent movie, and a movie that I'm glad I covered on the channel, because I want to rewatch it again, because I almost kind of forgot myself that I own the Blu-ray, and it's very, very good. It still holds up to this day. And so with that, thank you guys so much for watching today's Pixel and Popcorn. I want to take a second real quick to thank my Patreon producers for supporting the channel. If you want to be just like them, link down below in the description. Head right over to Patreon or hit the YouTube join button. You'll get movie vlogs, out of theory reactions, spoiler reviews like Backrooms coming up, and even Obsession, that just recently came out a couple weeks ago, and video game reviews, stuff like that. And if you're not interested in that, like, subscribe. That is perfectly free and also helps out the channel and algorithm. And with that, thank you guys so much for watching. I'll catch you guys on the next one.
Takes here. Not everything's black and white. You got to use your imagination. This isn't about following a manual.